Hello! Happy to see you here again. In this video, I'm going to share with you some tips and tricks in order to feed our peel like an onion profit. If you don't know what I'm talking about, please watch the part 1 of this video in order to fully understand what is profit and remember that all that companies want is to maximize it. So let's go! Remember that profit equals to revenues minus costs, and revenues are equal to price times quantity, and costs are equal to variable costs times quantity plus fixed costs. And as you can see in the title, we are going to deep dive into this from the perspective of a proximity or local business, like a coffee house, a small bakery, a clothes store, a small grocery store, or even a local service provider like a plumber. In order to increase revenues, we have seen that we can increase the number of clients buying our products or services, or we can increase the frequency of purchase, or finally, increase the average purchase value of our clients. Regarding costs, we have two types of costs: variable costs, costs that vary according to the quantity produced, and then we have the fixed costs, costs that don't vary with the quantity produced, meaning that they are always there to be paid. That's the information that we need to start our work. Starting from the beginning, what can we do to increase the number of clients buying our products or services? When we ask this to ourselves, we are wondering how can we attract new customers, knowing that, in a simplified scenario, the people that aren't our customers are people that don't know us or are people that do know us but for some reason decided to not become our customers. For the ones that don't know us, we need to be known. We need to inform people about what we can offer, what are the advantages of using our products and services, and what are the advantages of becoming our customers. But first, people need to know who we are in order to buy from us, or at least have the will to do it. So, as a top of mind strategy, you can say, let's advertise. And it can be on the local radio, or in the newspaper, or local television, or even in local events. And doesn't necessarily mean that we need to buy ad space or send people leaflets in order to get known. There are also other options. As our business is inserted in a specific area or neighborhood, we can take advantage of that and organize an event or activity with the community or to the community, attracting the attention of people and local media. Let me share with you some ideas to fuel your imagination. As a clothes shop, you can organize a fashion show using only local models or local people as models. As a coffee house, you can organize an outdoor movie screening where people can enjoy your coffee and cakes while watching a movie. Or as a bakery or grocery store, you can organize the celebration of a local holiday with a barbecue for the community, where people gather around and celebrate, having a taste of your breads, sauces, and other types of products that are going really well with a barbecue. These are some examples that can inspire you. You know your community better than anyone, so you should know what will work for them. Just note that you must never forget to make visible and we're aware that your business or brand is behind all of this in order to people to get to know you and associate you with a positive emotion. And for the service provider, our plumber, most of these ideas don't exactly seem right to him, right? Yes, it's true. But I didn't forget him. For our plumber, and other services alike, I have the following set of ideas. Remember that we are always thinking about the well-being and happiness of our local community, right? Right. So imagine if our plumber could use his knowledge and services to improve or fix something that suits the community and serves the community. For example, offer his services to fix the plumbing of the retirement home, or of the firefighter headquarters, or the public bathrooms that are ruined for a long time now. Would it make sense? Yes, it would. And he doesn't need to fund these initiatives all alone. He can organize a crowdfunding campaign or a fundraising campaign to fix these problems, offering his labor for free or at a smaller price, asking the community to fund the materials needed for the job, materials that can be bought to him. Does it make even more sense now? Remember that these are just ideas to inspire you. The main takeaway here is to think about the communities where you are located and think how you can add them value, incorporating your products and services in your proposal. That's the spark. That's the magic key. On another note, going directly to the community is not the only way. You can also attract new customers within the community through an indirect way, and I will tell you how. Think with me. We are looking to the community as a whole to reach it, but we don't need to. There are other ways to do it without working directly with the community. For example, we can do something called public relations, where we reach to people that are influenced within the community. People which opinion, image, or lifestyle set an example for them, influencing directly the community. We reach those people, present them our products and services, and try to turn them into our customers. If we are able to do it, if we are able to have those influencers love our products, talk about our products, and recommend them to the community, that will most probably land us a few more customers. That's why many brands use public figures, people of respect, or idols to communicate their products, hoping to sell more and catch for their own some of the credibility and influence that these people have on their audiences. But wait, there is more! You don't need to find the local stars and heroes in your community if you don't want to. You can use the already established and trusted local stores and service providers in the community. You can approach them, present your products and services, and work with them to establish win-win partnerships in order to make your business known to the current customers of your partner. Or you can build a reward system based on recommendation, meaning that every time a new customer comes to you recommended by your partner will be rewarded. So, how to do it? Deliver your partner something that will be unique and will represent your partner's signature. For example, a promotional code. Your partner gives the promotional code to their customers, and every time a new customer presents you that promotional code, it means that that customer comes from him. Again, this is just building ideas for your inspiration and creation. Is that all? No, it's not. It's not all because we didn't talk yet about the most important piece of our business and of any business out there: your customers. They can be a strategic piece in your road to attract new customers. They already know you, they know your products and services and its advantages. And most important, they are trusted figures for people around them, their friends, family, co-workers. If they are happy with your products and they communicate that, there is no selling point stronger than that. That's the holy grail of recommendation. Again, there is much stuff you can do with your customers. Here are some possibilities. For example, you can organize a challenge or contest that incentives your customers to include you and your products in their social media posts and tweets. Or you can create a reward system similar to the one set up with your local partners, rewarding your customers for bringing new customers to your business. New ideas to work on and new inputs for your business. I can almost bet that your imagination is already bubbling with ideas and stuff to do. It's okay if you decide to stop this video and start working off these ideas. It's okay. Come back when you're ready to think about increasing purchase frequency and decrease the average value per purchase. Oh, you want to do it now? Okay. I see you're pumped up. Or maybe you're not convinced and you need to hear more before starting to work on it. Either way, let's continue, shall we? Okay. Until now, we were thinking about ways to get known in order to get more customers. Before heading to the next step, I must say that you have always the option of opening a new store in the new location to get new and fresh customers. That's valid. It's a way to expand your business and attract more customers. Like you have learned in part 1, if it makes you earn more money than the one you spend with that, you should do it. Heading back to our current topic, we are now done with people that don't know us. From now on, we are going to focus only on people that already know us and may know our products and services. Some of them are our customers, others aren't. So the question is, how can we turn the last ones into new customers? My main tip and trick here is to create ways for them to try our products and services at least once. If they like it and are satisfied with them, they'll come back. But if they never try it, they won't know if they like it or not. And that is true for bakeries, coffee shops, plumbers, etc. In order to let them at least try once, we need to make it easier for them to try and have a taste of what we can provide. Like, for example, creating a promotion in first purchases, targeting new customers can be a way to do it. As you are decreasing the price barrier, it's more likely that people give you a chance, at least once. And to make sure we are only applying the promotion to first purchases, you can request customers for their contact information in order to have a control checkpoint. Another way to get the same effect is through sampling. You can provide free sample to people at your store door, like many bakeries and coffee shops already do, or you can provide these samples on the community events that we talked in the beginning. Even the clothes shop and the plumber can participate and be part of this tasting vibe. For example, the clothes shop can create a rent a dress option, in which people can rent specific dresses for a night or for a week, giving to the customer the option to buy it at a smaller price after the rental. I think I would call it one night stand, and I believe that will stick if you know what I mean. For the plumber or any other type of service, you can offer the budgeting process to the potential customer, letting him get to know what you propose to each situation and start creating some trust in you and in your service. In the end, you can also add an on-top discount because it's a first customer. I hope it helps you. Okay, we are done with new customers and attracting new ones. The customers that we have are already awesome. They are awesome, they are beautiful, amazing, and the soul of our business. Now we are going to focus all our attention, love and soul on these because they deserve it and, of course, because they can make our business grow. How? Like we have learned in part 1, increasing their purchase frequency and increasing their average purchase value. When we are talking about increased purchase frequency, we are talking about making a customer that buys our products once per year to buy it twice per year. We are talking about making a customer that comes to our store once per week to start coming twice a week, and so on and so on. So, what can we do to make our customers interested in buying from us more frequently? In short, we need to make our customers come more often to our physical or online stores, improving our chances of increasing their purchase frequency. Again, to use promotions is always a useful tool to make customers pass by our store, attracted by the possibility of doing a good purchase and a good business. However, I need to warn you that, on my experience, despite promoting being a useful tool to generate sales, you need to understand that there is a limit to promotions. A limit that, if crossed, will start destroying your business value instead of increasing it, as it makes people become used to buy only under promotional schemes. That leads to sales at a lower price, destroying value. So you need to be extra careful using this tool, because if you start using it without a credible justification, customers start to not believe that is a real opportunity that they need to grab. One way to justify promotions is to annex them to special events or celebrations, like Christmas, Black Friday, etc. This credibility helps sell the promotion. Organizing events and celebrations at the store, it's another way to attract customers, even if there is no promotion attached. For example, you can decide to celebrate the beginning of spring with a new line of clothes and have a party with some foods or maybe a DJ playing. That will generate some buzz and word of mouth that will make people come by to the store to have a good time. With that, you increase your probability of get sales. The same for a coffee house. You can celebrate autumn and launch a specific new type of coffee or blend that will be available only for that season. Look to what Starbucks does with some seasonal drinks and lattes. It works. Interesting. This example helps me to enter a new topic: portfolio, innovation, and cross-selling. Bringing novelties to the list of products and services that you provide, it's always a way to spark curiosity in people's mind. a way to make them want to go back to the store to try out that new product, that new coffee, cake, type of bread or sauce. If your customers are happy and satisfied with you, they will be more available to try out new products and come more often to your store. The seasonal drinks example illustrates that really well. And you don't need to have always a new product or a new type of the same product to increase frequency. Sometimes it's just presenting the products that you already have for a customer that only buys from you a specific product. If you are a plumber that sells taps, after delivering a service, maybe you should present your customer that you also sell bathtubs or wash basins, for example. That's what we call cross-selling, an action that helps you having your customers buying from you more frequently than before. And all you have to do sometimes is to inform. Inform your customer of the products and services that you can provide. Inform them whenever you have a new product or an upgrade of your services. Inform. Simple as that. This leads me to another point: post-sales. It is harder to measure its direct contribution to sales. However, evidence tells us about its importance. And I'm talking about having a post-sales strategy or a post-sales service in order to keep an open communication channel with your customers. You can say that there isn't a direct cause effect on sales from having this, but evidence and successful businesses show us the importance of customer care services and show us how crucial it is for customer retention. Learn from me and from top managers that it's much cheaper to keep a customer than attract a new customer. Just think about the costs with advertising, PR, and other type of communication costs needed to get a new customer. Keeping the communication channels wide open also helps the business to get feedback from the customers. It can help anticipate customers' unsolved needs that the business can satisfy before competition, and facilitate presenting new products and new opportunities to the existing customers. It's a win-win relationship. Finally, I must highlight a strategy that is used worldwide across different types of businesses, designed specifically to increase purchase frequency. Yes, I'm talking about point cards, discount vouchers, and store cards that offer something on the 10th purchase. We're all aware of them. We most certainly saw these already with our eyes as customers, and we know how it works. Nothing more to add, sir. Oof, it's being a long video, but at least I'm learning. Happy that you are learning. Okay, finally we arrived to the last option. In the end, we have the basket. Yes, we have the basket, the shopping basket, the value that people spend in their purchase. It would be paradise on earth for us if on every visit, our customers spend more money than they spend on the last visit. Our businesses would grow organically without the need of finding new customers, without the need of leaflets, no more ads on the radio, no more convincing to buy from us, to buy more time from us, no more, no more. This should be in a country song, I tell you that. The question is, how can we increase the average purchase value of our customers? For this, we can borrow many ideas that we used before to foster purchase frequency. We can show new products to our customers when they come to the store. Have you tried our new orange cake? We can show them the other types of products that we sell. Do you know that we also fix holes in socks and fix loose dresses? Or we can use promotions to seduce them to buy more. You want to take advantage of today's promotion on Pierce? The only difference from these actions to the ones before is that here you already have the customer at the store. He is already buying from you something, and now you want him to buy something more besides what he decided to buy. That's the difference. Another strategy that I would present to you is really similar to cross-selling, but the thinking behind is different. It's not about satisfying other customers' needs, but to do a price segmentation in targeting in the way that it's the customer that makes the price, showing us its availability to pay. Confusing? Let me illustrate it with some examples. You ask our plumber to solve an issue in the kitchen sink, and he already got the job. Now, in order to do this price segmentation, he can show to the customer an alternative in which he sets up a sink of higher quality, higher durability, and let's say, a prettier one. Of course, this option will mean an extra cost for the customer, but if the customer is available to pay it, he will do it and the plumber will earn more money. You can call this a premium option, a greater option for an extra that the customer is willing to pay. Notice that you're not changing the original product or service. As a plumber, you are still solving the issue in the sink. That's the same. And there are more ways to perform this. For example, for the product sold, you can add up a post-sale assistance service. In the case of the clothes shop, that would mean fixed address in case something happens in the next year. In the case of the plumber, it would mean a guaranteed free assistance in case something happens to the sink for the next 2 years, for example. Summing up, you are putting a price into people's desire for security, a price that some people are willing to pay. Even a bakery that only sells bread can think of a way to increase the average purchase value. For example, they can start adding a home delivery service option. Instead of going to the bakery every morning to get fresh bread, the bakery will offer you the option of having your bread delivered to you at home for an extra. Some people will probably pay for that. We are lazy as hell. Finally, to conclude, besides selling your standard products and services, you can start selling your expertise regarding your product. Because you deal with your product every day and you have a lot of experience with it. You can start adding a consultancy option, like having a fashion advisor at your clothes store, or having a party planner, helping out planning the anniversary party of the customer kit that will take place at your coffee shop, or that will be organized with products from your grocery store. Let your imagination fly. You can do everything you want to do. For revenues, that's it. I already gave you with the basis of the thinking path behind possible strategies to make your revenues grow strongly. I gave you many examples for the different strategies, and I believe that there are enough sparks to fuel your imagination and creativity. So, let them fly, my friend, let them fly. And what about costs? We have talked plenty about revenues, but we need to talk about costs. Let's go talk about costs. From our PIL profit formula, we have that costs equal to variable cost times quantity plus fixed costs. As you can see, we have 3 possible paths to minimize our costs. We can decrease our variable costs, we can decrease the necessary quantity produced to reach the same quantity sold, or we can decrease our fixed costs. So, let's explore each one of these paths in detail. To decrease our variable costs means to decrease the cost of producing each unit of our product. This means decrease the variable production costs of each coffee, each cake, each bread, or each dress produced. Remember that behind the variable cost of production, we will find the cost of raw materials, the cost of energy or water used, for example. We only have 2 ways to decrease these costs. We can negotiate a better price with our suppliers, or we can improve our production efficiency, meaning that for the same quantity produced, we will use less raw materials or less water and energy. Improve production efficiency. It's something that only you have the information required to do it and evaluate this possibility. So my only advice would be to talk with a consultancy company that knows well your type of business in order to evaluate if your cost of production is according to the market standards or if it's something that you really need to improve. On the price negotiation with your suppliers, I can tell you a little bit more. First, do a market research to understand if the price that you're paying is the market price or if you're paying above the market. If that's the case, you can go to your supplier, ask for a price revision and negotiate terms with them. If the negotiation doesn't go your way, you can change for another supplier because you already found the alternatives through the market research. Another way to negotiate prices with your supplier is to approach them with bigger purchases and ask for volume discounts. If you have the room to stock, or if your business is growing, or if you can stock the raw materials without compromising their quality, then you have a saving opportunity. Again, do it only if it allows you to earn more money than the money that you will need to spend. For example, if you get a $1,000 discount with a bigger purchase, but then you have to pay $1,500 in a warehouse area to stock that extra purchase, it doesn't worth it. Be careful with this. Okay, we can close this topic. That's how you can decrease the variable production cost. And what about the quantity produced? Does it make any sense to look to this? Yes, it does. Because quantity produced is not the same as quantity sold. And what makes money is quantity sold, not produced. In a perfect world, when God descends from the skies, the quantity produced will all turn into quantity sold. But you know that is not true right now. That is waste. There are raw materials that are damaged in the handling process, raw materials that are underused, and final products that are damaged and become obsolete, not possible to sell. Look at the bakery. Sometimes they can't sell all the bread they make in that day. They can try to sell some next day at a lower price, but after a while, nobody will want that bread and it goes to waste. Look to the clothes shop. It's the season end and they still have some dresses to sell. They can try to sell them at lower prices, but after a while, nobody will want them. They're old-fashioned, useless for the customers. That's our waste. Measuring our waste, we can directly measure the saving opportunity that we are missing. In a perfect world, the quantity produced is equal to the quantity sold, and there is no waste. But there is waste. And besides being waste, it's also something that you need to handle, adding extra costs of handling that waste. For example, you may need to have an extra storage room because of that waste. You may need to hire a company to come and pick up your wastes, etc., etc. Nobody likes waste, and you're no different because waste means extra costs, which mean lower profits. So, next topic. Now we are just missing fixed costs. Those bastards that are there and will always be there wherever the quantity and value sold by our business. Again, when God descends from heaven, all fixed costs will disappear. But until then, we need to deal with them. Regarding fixed costs, I only see two possibilities. We can work on improving our production efficiency, meaning that in order to decrease the weight of our fixed costs, we need to work on extracting more from the resources that we have available. Produce and sell more with the same machines that we have in the space that we have. Produce and sell more with the people that we have working for us. Or produce and sell more with the same amount that the banks are lending us. As previously mentioned, only you have the needed information to proceed on improving production and selling efficiency, extracting the maximum possible from their fixed resources at disposal. The only thing that I can tell you is to get advice from a consultancy company that knows your business in order to validate if you are under market standards or not. The other option is to find ways to turn fixed costs into variable costs. Instead of having a set of employees hired to do a specific job, you can outsource that service and have it only when you need it. Instead of buying machines or buying equipment for your business, you can rent it. You can rent machines, you can rent cars, etc. Maybe it will be a bit more expensive for your business because you will pay a fee for the rental. But it gives you the freedom to cut them down if revenues are not what you expected. It's an option that I give to you. My friend, I believe I can call you already my friend because you have heard my voice for so much time now. Jesus Christ, this one took us much more time than I anticipated, but I believe it will pay off. So, these are some strategies to minimize fixed costs.